Under the Lights starts now.
Indeed it does. Hello, East Texas, and welcome into Under the Lights. Dan Millay and Jimmy Searfoss with you all here to recap Week 1 of playoff football here in East Texas. So just one bump. Thankfully, we don't have to raise the bar from last week with 11. It was a bit much.
My knuckle's thanking me. My knuckle is thanking me. Now we're back down to 1. Things are getting to normal, but they're just turning up in intensity. You want to talk about a good game of the week? There was so many we could have picked from tonight, to be honest with y'all. But we really thought this one was going to be special, and it ended up being very special historically. 4 games in a row, these two match up. The 5th time. Let's see if things went a little bit different. Our Robert De La Garza is out there right now in Winsboro. Robert, how did this one go down?
Yeah, Jimmy, actually, this was the 4th time that they've actually met in the postseason consecutively. And coaches mentioned that those first 2 were just dog fights. I mean, and this one was very similar. I mean, overall, I haven't seen guys hit as hard as I was seeing them towards the end of this game. I mean, the paint was flying, decals were coming off, mouthpieces were coming out. I mean, these guys were, they were playing like it was the last game of the year, and for some of them, it was. But let's take a look at these highlights. Atlanta and Winsboro meeting for the 4th straight year here in the postseason. Raiders 3-0, looking for the sweep. Rabbits get the ball first, and it's going to be a handoff to Jaden Riley. He sweeps right, cuts left, makes a man miss, then another man miss. Near midfield, he's got nothing but real estate in front of him. Nobody's going to catch him. Rabbits score right out the gate to go up on top. Raiders ball near midfield. They hand it off to Mac Barrett. He's got blockers in front of him, moves towards the sidelines, inside the 10. That's where he gets chopped down near the 5-yard line. Dust yourself off, big boy. That will set up a designed run by quarterback Noli Carroll, who drives it in for a Raider touchdown on a 4th and goal. Second quarter, Raiders inside their own 5-yard line. It's a handoff to Barrett, who works the sideline, still on his feet. It gets pushed out of bounds across midfield. Several plays later, it's Carroll again with the snap and run up the middle, this time getting in untouched for his 3rd touchdown of the half. Raiders up 21-7 at halftime. So the Raiders scored again in the second half, just limited to 1 touchdown in that second half. But things got a little interesting towards the, midway through the 4th quarter. A couple of mistakes on the defensive side. But overall, Raiders come out 28-20 on top. But overall, the Raiders played such a clean game of football. There was a late turnover just with less than 5 minutes, 4 minutes or so to go in the half. But no turnovers early on in this game. Conversions on 4th down. These guys were running the ground and pound and just limiting mistakes. So these guys just really just played a well-sound football. And for Atlanta, they limited their key players. We're talking about C.J. Whaley. He had that early touchdown, early on in the first drive of the game, as well as Jaden Riley. He had 1 touchdown in the 3rd quarter, but those key playmakers, they were basically non-existent in this game. So they limited their key players. Winsboro limited the key players on Atlanta, and then for Winsboro, the Raiders, they had their key players drive downfield. Their quarterback Noli was able to score 4 touchdowns inside the red zone today. That's a historic moment for him. But just overall, just a well-cleaned game for them, guys.
Robert, thank you very much. A matchup that feels like it belongs in round 3 or 4. But off the top, Atlanta's going to be okay. They're so young. But you had I don't know if it was that good of a game, but you had a game.
It was a good game for the home fans at R.E. St. John Memorial Stadium. Kilgore already up 7-0 after returning the opening kickoff for a touchdown. Next drive, Bulldogs pick up in the exact same spot. Kason Brooks gives it to Javion Lloyd, and then the sophomore takes off. Look out, guy, I'm trying to shoot highlights. All right, Lloyd takes that baby about 75 yards to put Kilgore up 14-0 early. Next possession, Brooks will show off the arm, first finding Isaiah Waters here for the first down and more as the senior battles through the Bears defense, eventually taken down. Later on, same spot, Brooks zips it towards that left sideline again to keep the chains moving and get the Bulldogs into the red zone. Then at the goal line, the pitch goes to Rayshawn Williams, who just waltzes his way into the end zone untouched. Make it 21-0 Kilgore. Then after a blocked punt punt and a safety for the Bulldogs. Brooks gives it to Williams once again, who powers through the middle before making his way toward the right sideline, finding pay dirt once again. Kilgore led it 30-0 just ahead of the end of the first quarter. They go on to win big, 61-14. I guess they took the foot off the gas after that.
Oh, I got a better game for you right here, though. Let's go to Henderson. We got Athens taking on Gilmer. Gilmer had the lead by the time we got there, 7-0. And this one was a shootout. How about Julius Brewer? He's going to even up that score real quick. Gets the handoff here, works through a few tackles, works through the pile. He's going to go all the way to the corner of the end zone, and he's going to run out of gas right at the end there for the tutty. High stepping the ball then. Hey, Gilmer went bigger on the Wildcat and short down. Oh my goodness, that's Ishmael Kamara plowing through, picking up the first down. Don't tackle him. Don't even try. Bring a crowd. Zay Taylor turning into a magician here, disappearing, then reappearing in the end zone. Huge block there. Then he picks it up right over here. He's going to find his man over the middle. That's Solomon Jackson into the end zone. Athens needs to get back on the board after that. They ran one back, but this one's going to do it right here. That's David Anderson finding his man over the middle, and he's just going to make his way into the end zone. This kid has no offense, and he's twisting defenders around like that. That one evened it up. Actually, you know what? It might have been just in favor of Athens. Athens 57-43 over Gilmer right now. That game is still going on. That one, a shootout.
Yeah, shootout indeed. All right, Mount Vernon student section here saying, hey, Bear, tell your girlfriends you'll be free next Friday as they host Gladewater at home tonight. Trash talking. Gladewater quarterback Achilles Hess launching that ball way over to Jacoby Crosby. He swims his way into the end zone. Mount Vernon with the ball now. Quarterback Cade George sees Braden Baker, but it's intercepted by Landon King, who makes a slight return before getting tripped up by the ankles. No play for the Bears with that interception, so Mount Vernon has the ball again. Cade George sees Wesley Salinas head into the end zone, and look at that clean catch. That's a touchdown for Mount Vernon. Gladewater goes to work now. Achilles Hess with the fake handoff, and it's none other than himself coming around the corner for a Gladewater touchdown. Bears finding the end zone. And wow, all right, that's a big-time statement win for Gladewater, carrying that regular season momentum into the postseason, 56-22 over Mount Vernon.
How many times does Gladewater have to prove themselves to us? The Vandals take a historic Tomato Bowl field to begin their playoff run against the Center Rough Riders. This one's going to be good. Vandals opening drive. Quarterback Raleigh Hitch takes the snap and runs through the big hole in the middle. Cuts his way to the sidelines before stepping out of bounds. Big-time game for the man in red. Vandals facing a 4th and 4 from the 28. Hence picks the handoff, then plows into the pile just enough to get past into the first down. This time he hands the ball up to DeQuavion Williams. Cuts up the middle into the end zone. 9-yard touchdown. Tomato Bowl's going nuts. Vandals 7, Rough Riders 0. Center's first possession. Quarterback Easton Wild drops back to throw, then he just takes off himself. Look at the purple jersey go. Takes a scramble, picks up the first down. There's the mascot. Love the center mascot. This time Wolf is going to drop back, makes the throw downfield for Christian Barnes. Makes this great catch along the sidelines up to the Rough Riders. They advance territory. That works well for him. Wolf decides to go to Barnes again, this time over the middle. This one's going to get down to the 10-yard line before getting squandered. Very next play, Wolf fixes the handoff, pushes through, then just tosses it, loses the football. It's fumbled. Vans recover. Rough Riders threat comes to an end. That one, tied up. Center was one of those teams this year that was kind of rebuilding, working its way from the bottom of the district. They're hanging with a good Van team right now.
Man, yeah, what a game that is. All right, Jimmy, you know what time it is. Let's take a short break here and check on some of your late news headlines. Here's Brennan Gurley.
Dan and Jimmy, tonight new and disturbing details in a child sex abuse case spanning multiple members of one East Texas family. Arrest documents now say the father of 2 former East Texas law enforcement officers and another son also abused the same child. 59-year-old Carl Laza and 27-year-old Caleb Laza were arrested Thursday in Anderson County, each held on a $3 million bond. This follows last week's arrests of Skylar and Keenan Laza, both facing state and federal child sex crime charges. Arrest documents obtained by CBS19 say the victim reported abuse by all 3 brothers and their father. Skylar and Keenan remain in federal custody. Carl and Caleb are held in the Anderson County Jail. To a health alert, cases of whooping cough are spiking, especially in Texas. However, in East Texas, doctors says they're seeing only minimal cases locally. Advanced symptoms of whooping cough include violent coughing fits that can cause vomiting, as well as difficulty breathing. Experts say there are several factors behind the rise in cases. Dr. Shiva Reddy says immunization is the best way to protect against the illness. Parents are encouraged to make sure kids are up to date on their vaccines.
We have eliminated a lot of illnesses because of the vaccines. I sort of joke that they work so well that they kind of work themselves out of existence. You can't hand wash your way out of whooping cough. You can't, like mask your way through that. You can't keep your kid in a bubble, keep them out of daycare, right?
Dr. Brandy believes the reason for the increase is the decline in the number of vaccinations. Reporting in the studio, I'm Brennan Gurley.
Thanks so much, Brennan. Jimmy, you said it. Your game a lot more exciting than mine.
Oh my goodness, it's one of those games that I hate leaving. You're like, oh, why are you leaving the game here? I gotta put the show together.
I gotta do a show.
That game was fantastic. Still firing it off. I hope we get that final score a little later on. We will.
For sure. We got some more fantastic games coming up after the break, plus our player of the week. So stick with us. East Texas, welcome back to Under the Lights. Dan Millay and Jimmy Searfoss with y'all. Jimmy, for our player of the week here in the first round of the playoffs, we stepped onto the volleyball court.
Yeah, fall, volleyball and football, and volleyball sometimes gets swept under the rug. But when you play like this, you got to pay attention.
CBS19 Sports Player of the Week, sponsored by East Texas Professional Credit Union.
Getting the Lindale Eagles to the state semifinals for the first time since the 90s was pretty cool for Alyssa Potts. But getting the win over Salina to get there, that was a whole lot sweeter.
My sophomore year, we played them fourth round in playoffs, and I told my team we were not letting them beat us again, so that's what we did. We pushed through, used our crowd, used that energy to come out with the win.
Potts is one of the 3 seniors on this elite squad, but she wasn't about to go out without another deep run.
Last year we got cut off short first round, but this year I wasn't going to let that happen. Me and my 2 other seniors, we have been putting in work, pushing our team, and putting the encouragement in there.
And after hitting the match-ending kill to beat the Bobcats, she's got her eyes forward to take home Lindale's first ever state championship in volleyball.
Our whole team, not only me, has been working hard and putting in full effort into every single drill. Like our coach says, we need to leave empty.
Because she wants to give back to the school that gave her everything she's wanted on the court.
The Lindale program, they have helped me so much, just supportive. They're always here to support you in your sport, no matter what it is. And even outside of a sport, they're always there for you.
Jimmy Searfoss, CBS 19.
Let's check out those Lindale Eagles. They had Hargrave pressuring earlier on in this one. First rounder, Lindale, I'm expecting them to go far. Hargrave, they gave him some pressure here. The whole first quarter. Look at that hit from Caleb Walker. Houston commit, bug. David Lindiggs, this one, and then he's going to hand it off to Emilian Johnson. That is his name, and he runs for about 1 million yards. Straight into the end zone. Hit the little dance. He was flying early on. Fourth down situation here. Lindiggs going to get the ball and then get it right back to Hank Thurman. They got a few running backs. He rushes it to the 10. He's going to go ahead and just take off right up the middle. Sets up an Eagles for the very next play in the red zone. Lindiggs is going to get some pressure early on here. He's going to roll out to his right and then just tuck it and go. In there for the touchdown. That brings it to 14-10 at the end of the first quarter. Lindale takes care of this one as they should have over Hargrave.
Yeah, that Lindale, he's like the Energizer Bunny. He's fun to watch.
And he's getting better.
To Pittsburgh, Texas now, mutual site for the Commerce Tigers and the Jefferson Bulldogs this evening. Starting this one with Jefferson. They've got possession. Eventually, here we go. Quarterback Chance Washington with a clean pass to Travis Graves Jr. You'd think the Dogs are Eagles with that catch. Jefferson on the board with a tutty. Tigers now with a fast-paced game. Didn't take them long to score. Aiden Brown with a pass to Donovan Maria. He swoops in for a Tiger touchdown. Back and forth we go. Bulldogs with the ball now, and there's the throw. And there's the interception by Commerce's Lucas Selvaggi. He's going. He falls just short at the 6-yard line. But no worries. That sets the Tigers up nicely for another touchdown, making it look easy out there.
Whoa!
Wow. All right, I did take Commerce in our kickoff show, and they win it 40-14 over Jefferson.
Well, making me look wrong. How about this? In Palestine, Troup Tigers taking on the Anderson Shiro Fighting Owls. We were gotten to this one a little bit late. Troup Tigers are actually leading 55-0. Fighting Owls are trying for a first down at the end of the game. They just got swarmed by the Tiger defense in this one. They were mean to them the whole time. I don't know how nice it can be in playoff football, but the Troup Tigers were not. And then they go into victory formation, and that's the only highlight they want to see anyways, because that means they won the game! 55-0. They're going to hold up that gold ball trophy at the end of this. Troup advances into the next round. Ooh, at one point, they're going to probably see Newton, and I'm excited for it.
Yeah, Troup, make it 11-0 for the Tigers. Crazy. All right. Well, we got to find out what the weather's going to look like for this weekend and beyond. So here's Chief Meteorologist Brett Anthony.
Hi, East Texas. It's been a great night for high school football, and that will continue into the weekend. We've got some great weekend weather. Look at the temperatures by 10 a.m. Around 72 degrees. Sunshine, highs in the low 80s on Saturday. A breezy south-southwest wind. If you're doing yard work, well, the wind may blow some of those leaves right back from where you raked them. Next chance of rain waits until Wednesday. That rainfall forecast at a 50% chance. Then as we head into Wednesday and Thursday, we've got some heavy thunderstorms, potentially some strong or even severe weather headed our way Thursday afternoon into Thursday night and early Friday morning, but it does clear out pretty quickly by Friday. Here's your Baylor Scott & White Texas Spine Joint Hospital 10-day forecast. So low to mid 80s next couple of days, maybe even a last chance to get out on the lake. But if you do, remember it's going to be sort of choppy waters out there on Saturday. Weather impact alert Wednesday, Thursday. We've got scattered thunderstorms in the forecast Wednesday and again Thursday with some heavy rain. Have a great weekend, everyone.
Thanks, Brett. Have a great weekend yourself. Jimmy, my main takeaway after our first half or so of highlights, the teams that were supposed to win, the Lindales, the Kilgores, even Troup, they won in convincing fashion.
And they should.
Right.
They're playing the lowest team possible. You know, these are 1 seeds playing lower seeds, except for maybe Lindale. But they've been doing that to people all year long. I mean, when you play these district games, especially in divisions like Kilgore, like Lindale. I mean, they're less in the same one, but that's such a tough district.
It's the district of doom, folks.
The district of doom. When you're playing guys outside of that, you should be running them over.
Yeah, battle tested at this point. Come first round of the playoffs. All right, folks, we got some more games after the break. Cooper at Waskom, Lake Creek at Texas High, Huntsville at Marshall, and more. Welcome back, folks, to Under the Lights here on CBS 19. Dan Millay and Jimmy Searfoss with y'all. Your guides along this week one of playoff football in Beast, Texas. And Jimmy, it has not disappointed.
It's been such a good week one. It's been such a good round one. By district championships, we got another good one coming right up.
Oh, absolutely. We certainly do. It's at Meredith Memorial Stadium where Cooper meets Waskom. Cooper comes into this third quarter. They're trailing 20-0. Got some ground to make up. Jace Miller keeps it on the run, finds a bit of open field, but brought down hard and fast after it looked like he might have been able to break away. Waskom's Chris Hernandez keeps it here. He's got all gas, no brakes down the sideline for the touchdown. Cooper still scoreless at this point, but Waskom starting to pour it on. Now back on offense, Jace Miller is going to keep it again for Cooper. He's quick on his feet, slips out of one tackle, but dragged down from behind. Oh, he slipped another tackle there. Then he gets dragged down from behind. There you go. All right, Miller tries to make something happen again on this next play, but this time he is met and knocked down by Joe Irving. Ooh, that puts a stop to the drive in emphatic fashion. Waskom wins big over Cooper, 41-14.
So much maroon in Texas. So much maroon. Hey, let's go out. Lake Creek, Texas High. Texas High got a lot to play for. A lot of people got them going deep. Let's go out to the first quarter. Texas High, Cameron Ryder moves the ball down the field for some solid yardage here, pushing one man out before moving out of bounds. Texas High, this kid, hear about him all the time, one of the best in Texas. Tredarian Ball catches the ball just before the goal line before going down. I think he's committed to Oregon. Ducks playing right now, actually. Cameron Ryder takes the ball in for the touchdown, first one in the playoffs for the Texas High Tigers, coming all the way from Texarkana. I guess this one's in Texarkana, I believe. 7-0 Texas High in the second quarter. Texas High, Ahmad Moore breaks loose, moves the ball downfield for a solid game, almost falls down, spins, and then goes down finally. Tredarian Ball again. How many times are we going to hear this guy's name throughout the playoffs? He's going to catch this one just shy of the goal line. Reaching over, this time gets in. Oh, they're going to call him down. Cameron Ryder pulls it in for the touchdown. I would have said he was in. It looked like he sat on it. It looked like he was in there. 14-3, Texas High Oh, excuse me, that's how that one ended. 35-24, Texas High advances over Lake Creek. Tough Lake Creek team.
Yeah, not that Texas High needed replay, but maybe that one specific play could have used those are replay review action.
Speaking of replay, some of those two plays were very similar.
Yeah, they were pretty similar. All right, we're going to Huntsville at Marshall, down 7-0, going for it on 4th down. Alton Henderson's pass falls incomplete. It's a turnover on downs for Marshall. That's as close as they get in the first half. 7-0 as we start the third. Marcus Lewis up top to Landon Fisher. He's got him. A huge throw and catch there, scoring to make it 14-0. It's 21-0 late in the third. Marshall finally finds Pater as Henderson scores, but that's all they would get as Huntsville beats Marshall 21-7. That was not on my bingo card.
Lots of people were talking about this one, and that this was going to be a really key matchup, Marshall's defense versus Huntsville offense. You saw that throw? That was like a 50-yard throw.
Yeah.
That might have been more. Goodness gracious. How about Huntsville? Let's head down the road. All Saints Trojans hosting the Hill Country Christian School of Austin Knights. This would be a dream start of the game for the Saints, though, who's trying to get their second year with the playoff win in a row, which is a big deal. If you know anything about All Saints football, opening kickoff, check it out. Sawyer Bus weaving through the field. He's going to take this opening kick back 80 yards. Ooh. Count them. The Trojans, they get on the board from the get-go. That's a good way to get your playoff started. Bus electrifies the crowd. How about that? Knights would remain cool in the composed, though. The low snap, no problem for McLew. Fires his way into the end zone. Did I get that right? McLeod? Jonathan Dawson would go silent for a little bit. Knights driving again. Here we go again. McLeod slings it to guess who? Jackson Gardner. How about that in the end zone? Then Trojans offense eventually get going, though. How about the former CBS19 player of the week, Emerson Hadnot, going right up the middle?
We know him.
Main Street trucks the defender into the end zone. Halftime, before the half, Trojans threatening, and it's the Hadnot show. How about he getting into the end zone again? Team captain darts it into the end zone. Trojans had the lead going into recess. And they would keep the lead. How about that? 49-34. All Saints, that's year number 2. They had the best year ever as a program this year, and now they're picked up another win in the playoffs.
And now they're trying to be even better. Jimmy, so many things, so much to take in from these first couple of games, this first slate of games. We're going to have more games on at 10:35 on CBS 19. We're also going to talk about Thursday's games, but we got to take another short break here. But once we return from the break, Jimmy, we got to break down our final thoughts for the good people of East Texas. Our final thoughts from week 1 of the playoffs, that is. So stick around, folks. We'll see y'all in a couple minutes.
more Fab 15 for us to talk about, people moving up and down, but we do have some final thoughts as we end this round 1 of the playoffs. Look at that. We're big thinkers over here at CBS 19. And Dan, I think you had something to think about.
I have something I want to say, but first let's hear from Lakeelion Graves.
Losing in state makes us only one hungrier. I can guarantee you that we will be back and we will not be losing for sure. I can guarantee you that.
A guarantee. That was in August in spring camp from Lakeelion Graves talking about Kilgore losing in the state final last year, and he guaranteed me a return to the championship and a win in the championship this time around. And folks, I believe him. I mean, the only loss that Kilgore has suffered this year came to Carthage. We've said it a billion times. Hardly counts as a loss. Doesn't matter. They're not going to see them in the playoffs. I have a hard time believing anybody's going to slow this team down. It was 30-0 at the end of the first quarter, Jimmy. It was not competitive. With peace and love to Little Cypress, Mauriceville, they did not stand a chance. Kilgore, the Bulldogs, they trounced them. It was a bloodbath.
Well, my final thoughts, I'm going to take it out to a team we're very familiar with, Gladewater, because it's time to think of them as the 10-1 team that they are. Because for the full time, we've been thinking, they've had a great season, but, who knows where this Cinderella run is going to go. But it's not a Cinderella run. This really is a solid team that can hang with anybody. And if we look at their schedule, they've shown us that. They beat Dangerfield. They beat West Rush. They already beat Jefferson. They beat Liberty Island. They beat Atlanta. I can go all day. They beat up on Mount Vernon, and it's not like these are close wins a lot of times. Yeah. These are convincing wins because it's a convincingly good team that we need to start talking about, not just winning their region, but going to the state semifinals and maybe even competing later on. They have new Gladewater going on down there. It's a whole new program, it's a whole new tradition, and it's time we start acknowledging it for the program that it is right now.
Yeah, that's well said, because I checked in with them mid-season and it was like, wow, what a run Gladewater's on. Isn't this fun? And they just kept that riding out for the rest of the season.
They're here to stay.
All right, folks, that does it for us here at 10, but come on back to CBS 19 Plus. We have another half hour of highlights coming right up. East Texas. Hello, football fans, and welcome into Under the Lights Late Night Edition. Dan Millay and Jimmy Searfoss with you all to recap even more action here from week 1 of playoff action in East Texas. Jimmy,
it's been so much action.
It's
It's like
been
an
tremendous.
80s movie. It's like action, action,
My
action.
goodness,
It's been
it's-
such a good week of football.
Where's
Opening
Sly
round.
Stallone when you need him?
Oh my goodness! If this is like someone threw a dynamite on the football field, that's essentially what happened in all of these games today. Just fantastic displays of football, especially out here in East Texas. Dan, we got a good one on our game of the week. How about that? Off the bat.
Talking about dynamite, how about a 4th in a row rematch here in the first round of the playoffs? Atlanta and Winsboro, 4th straight year that they've met in the postseason. Raiders are 3-0 so far. They're looking for another win here tonight. Rabbits get the ball first. It'll be a handoff to Jaden Riley. He sweeps right, cuts left, makes a man miss, then another man near midfield. He's got nothing but real estate in front of him. Nobody's going to run him down. Rabbits score right out the gate, go up on top. Raiders ball now near midfield. They hand it off to Mac Barrett. He's got blockers in front of him, moving towards the sidelines inside the 10 where he gets flipped. Dust yourself off. It's all right. You're fine. Put some nice on it. Rub some dirt on it. That'll set up a design run by quarterback Noli Carroll, driving in for a Raider touchdown on 4th and goal. Second quarter now. Raiders inside their own 5-yard line. Handoff to Barrett, who works towards the sidelines. Still on his feet. Gets pushed out of bounds just across midfield. Several plays later, it's Carroll again with the snap and run up the middle, this time getting in untouched. 3rd tutty of the half for the kid. Raiders up 21-7 at the half, and Winsboro goes on to win it 28-20. A little bit of a second half comeback from Atlanta, but it falls just short. But lucky for us and lucky for y'all at home, Robert De La Garza caught up with the Winsboro QB postgame.
Dan, Jimmy, what a game. I mean, this was a little bit closer than probably Winsboro anticipated, but I'm being joined right now by Noli Carroll, starting quarterback for the Raiders. First off, 4 touchdowns for you today. I mean, I know Matt kind of made his way, gave you some room, kind of got it towards the red zone there, but 4 touchdowns, you got in there. Just talk about your O-line and just getting in there 4 times.
Oh, my O-line's amazing. I mean, they were just down there in the trenches the whole game, just opening up holes, just doing it to perfection almost. They just did amazing. Yes, sir.
I mean, you guys played a clean game. We're talking about there was that one cough up late in the game in the 4th quarter, kind of made it interesting there. But 4th down conversions, not very, no turnovers in the first half or the 3rd quarter, as well as 4th down conversions. I mean, that's a recipe for success. Something about that.
Yes, sir. I mean, we just practice every day. I mean, we put ourselves in these situations in practice and just go through it time after time after time, and you get here in the game and it's just like muscle memory. I mean, just right back at it.
So this is the 4th consecutive win over this team. I mean, they talked about the first 2 games were dogfights. This one was also a dogfight. I mean, I haven't seen hits like this in my time here in East Texas. I mean, I saw paint all over the place and whatever. I mean, both teams came to play and they were hitting hard. Tell me about that.
I mean, Atlanta, they're a very physical team, but I mean, us Winsboro, I mean, we say we're the toughest people around. So we go out there and we're just gonna put a punch on them and just keep going at them.
I mean, here we are, like I said, 4th consecutive win over this team. I mean, this team, you guys score 40 points a game, but the defense looks lights out as well. I mean, what's the expectations? I know it's always state, but just, one game at a time, what's the expectations?
I mean, every game at a time. I mean, at the end of the game, it don't matter what the score is. I mean, a win's a win in playoffs. So we're just trying to get to the next game, get to the next game, get to the next game, and eventually we hope to wind up in state.
I mean, this is a very senior-heavy team, a lot of experience. Is that kind of what it came down to today and moving forward?
Yes, for sure. I mean, we definitely have a ton of seniors out there, but, I mean, also we got some young guys that are stepping up, filling in gaps, and just right now we're just clicking on all cylinders.
All right, guys, you heard it. Noli, quarterback for the Raiders. What a game from him. 4 touchdowns. This is one for the history books for him. I know he said it's been a while since he scored this many, but I'm going to go ahead and toss it back to you guys back in the studio. Dan, Jimmy.
Love it.
Love it. That's 41 points, Hey, let's go to, no, it's not, 24. I can't do math. All right, let's go. Gilmer was up 7-0 at this point. Julius Brewer just wouldn't keep it that way for the Athens Hornets. He's going to work his way through the pile and make it all the way to the edge of the end zone, right at the pylon, high-stepping that football as he crosses over. And then this one, Gilmer was on 4th and short. They needed to get crossed, so they hand it off to the French freak. Ishmael Kamara pushes him through He's got enough poundage on him to get anywhere. Zay Taylor turned into position shortly after. Disappears, reappears into the end zone after a huge block. Athens returns the kick after that. Gilmer marches down the field. Taylor hits Solomon Jackson in the end zone for the touchdown. We're still in the first half. All of this scoring. Athens ain't done yet. David Richardson drops back, hits the short pass to Emmanuel Moore, and he's going to get some more here. Make this one look way easy and turn his man around. Where's he going? I don't know. Moore gets into the end zone there after running one back. Looks like Athens managed to fight their way out of a shootout with a Gilmer team that put up a great game after a season that wasn't exactly what they wanted, but they finished it strong against a very good Athens team that we're expecting to go deep.
First round loss for Gilmer since 2006.
Yeah, don't ask me to do the math on that, clearly. It's 06. It's 06. I just don't know how many years that is.
Okay. We got Gladewater at Mount Vernon here. Student section talking some smack pregame. Gladewater quarterback Achilles Hess launching this ball over to Jacoby Crosby. He swims his way into the end zone. Mount Vernon with the ball now. Quarterback Cade George sees Braden Baker. Whoops! Intercepted instead by Landon King. Trying to make a return, but gets tripped up by the ankles. No play for the Bears after the interception, so Mount Vernon has the ball again. Cade George sees Wesley Salinas headed to the end zone, and look at that clean catch right in the bread basket, as they say. Gladewater Bears now. Achilles Hess with a fake handoff, and takes it himself instead, coming around the corner for a Gladewater Bears touchdown. Doing a whole lot of that this year, doing a whole lot of winning, keeping that rolling into the first round of the playoffs. 56-22 over Mount Vernon.
Sorry, Dan, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I got super excited about the next one.
I'm just yapping over here. You're fine.
My bad. Hey, ARP in the playoffs for the third straight year, opening up the postseason against Kountze. Careful how you say that. Hey, this one was a big one. Early on, ARP in the red zone. Zane Bork, we've heard that name a million times. Going to give it to Kason Bergens, though. Gets wide, hits the pay dirt for 5 yards out. Makes it 6-0 Tigers. Later on in the first, Lions trying to respond. Camden Johnson's pass intercepted by Ty Langley. His 6th of the season. Gets a nice return on it, too. He's got all those stickers on the helmet for a reason. Lowers the shoulder, pops his man before going down. Later in the drive, Langley calls his own number. He's headed to the house for this one. Tigers touchdown, 14-zip. ARP later on in the second quarter. Josh Smith is going to go ahead and take it himself from here. Moving his way into the end zone. They start racking these points up. I'm going to go one more time. Langley again making some serious moves. Kick and play, dog. Tigers blowing it open. They lead it 28-3 at the half. That's a lot of points to not a lot of points. 56-10. ARP Tigers move on, take it. Another maroon team advances.
Go Tigers.
Go Tigers.
All right, Huffman, Hargrave, that Lindale. Eagles have this Hargrave pressure here in the first quarter. We're going to see it right here. All right, shows right here with the combined sack on the quarterback from Caleb Walker and Asher Metters coming together to make something beautiful. David Lindig here sneaks it to Emilian Johnson, who makes his way straight into the end zone with a little celebration, a little dancey dance. Let's see the dancey dance. I don't know what that is, but it was pretty good. It was all right. Fourth down situation here. Lindig hands it off.
He's going to do it,
Hands it off to Hank Thurman. He rushes to the 10. That sets up the Eagles for this next play, knocking on the doorstep. Lindig gets some pressure this time. He's going to decide to keep it himself. Runs down the sideline for the touchdown. We set it at 10. This kid's like the Energizer Bunny. Gets hit, pops right back up, and he's ready to go. That made it 14-0 to end the first quarter. Let's see where we wound up. Big win for Lindale. 63-21 over Huffman Hargrave.
As they should. Lindale's on a crash course for Kilgore at one point.
I cannot wait for that. We've seen it already, obviously, but I can't wait for that.
I know. Both these teams just getting better. And now they prepared for it. It's hard to beat someone twice.
It's tough, folks. All right, we talked about all the Friday games that you need to worry about. After this break, we're going to talk about every Thursday night game we saw yesterday. 7 of them. Don't go anywhere. Hey everybody, welcome back to Under the Lights Late Night Edition. Dan Millay and Jimmy Searfoss with y'all, talking week 1 of playoff football in Beast, Texas. The Friday games did not disappoint, and Jimmy, the Thursday games, same story.
God, I love when we get started off with a bang. It's so great.
So wonderful, so wonderful. All right, let's go out to Lindale. This is last night, remember. Carthage up 7-0 midway through the first over Pittsburgh. Right on the goal line, Pirates QB Cord Johnson punches it in to tie things up. On the other end, Jet Surratt hands it off to KJ Edwards, who gets taken down hard, but not before picking up the first down. In the red zone now, it goes to Edwards again. This time, the Texas A&M commit fights off a would-be tackler to find Pater. Put the Bulldogs back in the driver's seat. Carthage up 14-7 at this point. Pittsburgh drive comes up short to the Dogs. Back at it. Surratt slings it to Junior Henderson for another touchdown. That makes it 21-7 Carthage. Just like that. But Pirates not waving the white flag. Handoff goes to Kevon Grant, who bounces off one of his teammates but stays on his feet to force his way into Bulldogs territory. Right at the end zone once again, Johnson looks left, hits Camden Dottie, met by a swarm of defenders, but it's too little too late. Pittsburgh scores again. Carthage still led it 21-14 after the first quarter. A very competitive first quarter, but after that, Carthage did Carthage things. They win at 63-34.
Pittsburgh's only going to get better, man. Hey, how about Malakoff versus Liberty Ilo? Let me take you out to Don Meriden Stadium. These two match up. Bi-district championship on the line. Malakoff Tigers trying to go back-to-back to the state championship. Boys are popping each other early. How about this one? Short pass taken up the sideline. Watch number 6. Rolling, lowering the shoulder. Jerrion Hill stalking and hitting. Ball comes out. Malakoff falls on it, but something was in the air or maybe even on the ball last night, because the same thing happens to Malakoff. Looks like he ran into his own man there. They can't do much with this one after recovering the Liberty Ilo camp, but they can put the Malakoff gets it, puts it right back in the hands of Hall. This kid just made one single cut. Kiss him goodbye. You're not going to win the foot race with him. Number 6 goes for 6. Tigers on the board for the first time of the postseason. Later on in the ballgame, Canyon Marsh takes the snap to the Lobos, tosses this one deep. Check the spiral.
Beautiful.
Thank you, sir. Nasir Ross hauling in a touchdown, make it a 2-score game in the first half. Tigers are roaring. This one gets wild, though. Marsh closing seconds of the half, rolls out, play breaks down, hits Parker Poteet. Time expired right then. Look at number 10. He didn't even know they were still playing. He gets pushed into the end zone. Tigers finish it off with a touchdown, and they go in that way. But Liberty Ilo started moving the ball a lot in that second half. Things got a little dicey there. Malakoff put one in towards the end of the ball game there, but Malakoff start working on finishing people here.
Yeah, we'll talk about dicey. This next one was a nail-biter. New Boston at Edgewood. Bulldogs travel to Pirate Stadium in Longview to take on the Lions. Early second quarter, Lions up 6-0. Quarterback Rich England looks deep. They're waiting for the ball. It's Demetrion Machester who gets dragged down at the 10-yard line. Later in the drive, England hands it off to Javonte Giddens, who zips up the middle for the touchdown. Extra point was good. Score, New Boston 13, Edgewood zip. Bulldogs now with the ball, though. Quarterback Trevor Golightly hands it off to Lucas Pippin. Bowls his way in for a first down. And then a few plays later, Golightly drops back and tosses to the back of the end zone, where the big receiver, Tony Smith, gets the foot down in the end zone. That's a touchdown for Edgewood. Score is now Lions 13, Bulldogs 7. Next Edgewood possession, Golightly passes again. This time receiver screen to Trenton Turner, who drives up for the first down. There's the Bulldog. A few plays later, Golightly hands it off to Timothy Cummings, zips up the middle for the touchdown. A lot of zipping up the middle in this game. Extra point was good just before the half. The Bulldogs take the lead 14-13 over New Boston. And wow, that second half was a barn burner, just like the first half, but even more high scoring. Edgewood comes out on top 42-39.
It's a good Edgewood team, and maybe I was sleeping on New Boston a little bit, hanging with them that much. Hey, how about this? Elysian Fields Yellow Jackets merging out of the fog to battle Como-Picton Eagles at Gladewater's Jack Murphy Stadium. First down from the play of scrimmage. Picton's quarterback, Quincy Goodwin, dropped back, tosses it across the field, finds Edwin Castillo for 21 yards and the first down. A little bit later on, the Goodwin's gonna try to hand this one off, loses the ball. Yellow Jackets wearing orange. Brandon Kennedy falls on it, emerges from the bottom of the pile with the ball. Why are they orange? I'm still trying to figure that out. And ensuing drive, Yellow Jackets. It's in the name, yellow. Quarterback Kennedy rolls out from the pressure, gets some fancy dancing going on, cuts free, runs up down for the first down. A couple plays later on. Kennedy, one more time, winding up his arm. He's going to hurl this one deep, though. Xavier Boyd, how about this catch over the head? Head tapping his man, 52-yard gain inside of the 10. Now for the 1. Kennedy just rolls out to his left. He's going to go just battling his way in here. Number 1 scores into the end zone for that one. Extra point was good. Elysian Field 7. Como Picton 0 for the Orange Yellow Jackets. They end up taking this one 48-16. Maybe they're colorblind? Maybe,
I don't know. It's best not to think too hard about it.
Yeah.
I think we should just call them the Orange Yellow Jackets. I think you're on to something.
Orange Jackets.
Lights shining bright in Winsboro last night. 3A playoff action between the Harmony Eagles and the Dangerfield Tigers. Tigers came out attacking through the air. QB Isaiah Parker rocks back, tosses deep to Rain Wallace, who somehow finds a way to pull it in, and then he treats the defender like Tyronn Lue with the step over. Tigers in business. A couple plays later, Tigers hand it off to Ashton Williams. He takes off for a big gain, gets slung down to the turf, but his knee and his forearm never hit the ground, so he just keeps on chugging, and this would be ruled a touchdown. Tigers roaring early. Dangerfield driving again here, and Parker zips it over the middle for his receiver, Tanner Teeter, who makes the grab and then picks up more yardage, but lost the football. It's scooped up off the turf by Harmony's Reese, and he is rumbling the other way. Watch him rumble, folks. Watch him rumble.
You can almost feel it.
You can almost feel it through your screen. Unfortunately, Harmony would not put up points after that Tiger turnover, unable to take advantage. Second quarter now, Dangerfield sticking to the air raid offense. Parker chucks it up. Receiver Jakyron Craver climbs the ladder, takes it all the way to the house. Tigers were leading 14-0 with just a little bit of time left in that first half. Let's see where we wound up. Oh, wow.
They could have used those points.
I think that was one of the most dominant performances, one of the most lopsided scores from last night. Dangerfield all over Harmony, 48-6.
Hey, Dangerfield has ARP next week. We just got that one in. That one is going to be a banger of a ball game. Hey, let's go down to Pewitt versus Beckville. Pewitt rolling out here against a good Beckville team. Don't forget, that team is pretty good, man.
Watch the stare down here, though, Jimmy.
Oh, really? Is it going to be good?
Just wait. Watch.
Oh, wow. That's intense. Wow.
Killers.
Whoa, all right. Pewitt strikes first. Number 5 calling his own number. That's Cade Nix looking like Bo out there, scrambling it into the end zone for Pewitt touchdown. Misses the 2-point conversion, so it's 0-6. The only points in the first quarter. Going into the second, Beckville answers the callback. Quarterback taking his way into the end zone. That's Jordan Prince with a touchdown there, choosing to kick the field goal. Instead, they're going to have the lead for a moment, 7-6. Pewitt answers with the quarterback handing it off to the running back, Cade Nix, before the half. Again, they convert the 2-point conversion this time. Oh, something happened. 21-14, Beckville takes this one over Pewitt. How about that? Beckville advances on to the next round. That's area round.
Close game there. This next one, not so much. Brownsboro at Pleasant Grove. The Hawks hosting the Bears. They're up 21-0 in the first quarter. PG defense dialed in on fourth down. Lane Irwin handoff to Curtis Warren. Terrell Patton and Jalen Foster combined for the stop. It's a turnover on downs. Leads to another Hawks touchdown. Next drive for the Bears. Third down. Adam Thompson rolls right. Passes picked off by Seth Gundlach. The ensuing drive does not result in points, though. Wah, wah. What are you going to do? But we move to the second quarter. Pleasant Grove leads at 35-0. Lane Irwin deep downfield. Check out the dive by Seth Gundlach. His second interception of the first half. Kid was everywhere. And then he hits the Jordan shrug. That's a good celebration. 2 plays later, clean pocket for Colt Yancey. Deep pass downfield for Spencer Browning. 54-yard tutty. Pleasant Grove led it 42-0. Woo! Hawks go up big, and they win big. 56-13. Brownsboro, thanks for playing.
Yep. Basketball season. Layup lines.
Basketball season.
Coming up.
It's not around the corner. It's here.
Oh, it's here. How about that? Hey, Pleasant Grove, though. This is Carthage. Pleasant Grove. They're just one more away after next round, and it's just I'm excited for that one.
Give it to
That's going to be so good.
All
We got top plays coming up.
Oh, my word. I'm so excited. Folks, don't go anywhere. Top plays up next. everybody. Welcome back to Under the Lights. Dan Millay and Jimmy Searfoss with y'all. And good news. It's time for Top Plays.
Oh, yeah. We only accept the best of the best here at CBS19. So let's take a look at the best of the best. Commerce Tigers got it. Tigers now with the fast-paced game. Didn't take long to score. How about Aiden Brown passing it to Donovan Maria? Maria swoops in his way into the end zone. How about that one? Commerce Tigers big-time win tonight.
Absolutely. All right, this is our game of the week. Rabbits get the ball first. It's a handoff to Jaden Riley. Sweeps right, cuts left, makes a man miss. Another man miss near midfield. He's got nothing but real estate in front of him. Nobody's going to catch him. Atlanta scores out the gate. However, they would fall to Winsboro.
Let's go to Dive Bears. Achilles has fake handoff, then he's just going to go ahead and tuck it himself. How about this kid, man? He is so tough and athletic. Gladewater getting on the board here. Huge time win over Mount Vernon because they lost a coin toss, so they had to play in Mount Vernon. They advance in a big win tonight.
All right, this was from our site game. Kilgore beaten up on Little Cypress, Mauriceville. Kason Brooks hands it off to Rayshawn Williams. Another first quarter touchdown for the junior. Bulldogs led it 30-0 at the end of the first quarter, and of course, they would roll on to win big.
It's a long bus ride home.
Yeah, are they still on? They're still on the road.
They probably won't get there for another hour. Yeah, that one's unfortunate.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, Bears. Great uniforms. They had great uniforms.
Great. They had a cool inflatable.
It's
hard to mess up a
great
bear.
Uniform. That's like 50. They're halfway there.
They're halfway there. Now they just got to throw the ball and tackle. That's most of it.
Those are the details.
We got scores.
Here we go. Final scores from tonight. So many. Kilgore over Cypress Mauriceville 61. Little Cypress Mauriceville 61-14. Winsboro over Atlanta in our game of the week 28-20. Athens creeps by Gilmer. That was a good one. 57-49. Gladewater all over Mount Vernon 56-22. Lindale blasts Huffman Hargrave 63-21. Commerce gets past Jefferson 40-14. I called that in the pregame show. I called that one. Troup blanks Anderson Shiro 55-0. And then talk about a good game, a close game.
Wow.
Van gets past Center 50-48.
That one went to overtime. Let's look at the next ones. Huntsville beating Marshall. They advanced. People are high on Marshall right now. People are saying it. I'm saying. Austin Hill Country 34. All Saints 49. Cooper loses to Waskom. They go ahead and just swap the scores with each other. 14-41. Lake Creek drops it to Texas High. Cedar Park bounces Tyler High by one score because, of course, how many games is that for Tyler High where they lose by one score? That's at least the fourth or fifth one. Longview beats up on Rowlett. They are set. Probably I'd have to check, but I'm willing to bet Longview DeSoto next week. Oh my. ARP versus Kountze 10-56. ARP's got Dangerfield next. Hey, you got some good round two matchups.
Spoiled.
Hey, Bridge City barely ekes it out against Chapel Hill. You know, in 2023, when Chapel Hill was a 4th seed, they went to the state championship. This year, they couldn't quite muster the magic. A Chapel Hill season comes to an end.
Hashtag Sad Bulldog. Port Neches Grove downs Nacogdoches 48-7. Mount Enterprise hangs 70 on West Hardin 70-14. They win it. Canton downs Caddo Mills 20-7. Pine Tree shuts out Lumberton 35-0. Another good one here. Mount Pleasant over Montgomery 48-45. Palestine Westwood, they were stumbling a little bit at the end of the regular season, but they come out with the one-score victory over East Chambers 49-42. Honey Grove dominates Union Grove, the Battle of the Groves, 41-10. And then Hooks over Lone Oak 47-10.
That Westwood game is a little interesting because I don't know what we were going to get out of Palestine Westwood right now. Just with the state of that team where they were playing, I mean, we know they have the talent, but they just haven't been able to put it all together here lately. Hey, how about Mount Pleasant? Look at that, 48-45, making their way. All right, cool.
Yeah, but to your point there, it was like Noli Carroll told Robert De La Garza, it's not about the final score. A win's a win, especially in the playoffs.
Oh, yeah.
You're moving on, baby. That's all that matters.
Keep on chugging.
And speaking of moving on, our time here tonight has come to a conclusion. Thank you so much for joining us on Under the Lights. We'll see y'all next week. Round 2. Be there.